Some heroes and zeros today. Our first hero comes from Wichita, Kansas. A man went into a taco restaurant, and in front of him was a family, and they didn't have any cash to buy tacos. They had a card, but at the taco restaurant, the Wichita taco restaurant, the card reader was down. So the teenage girls could not buy their tacos. So the guy saw this. The family's name is Shear, and the guy decided to just give them $100 in cash and say, "You guys enjoy." You know, he went to the part. They were like, "Oh no," and they were leaving, and he went to him and said, "Take $100. Here you go."
This is our version of a hero now.
Giving away $100 to somebody who can't eat.
But they could eat. They could walk one restaurant over. The card reader didn't work.
They wanted tacos.
This is very loose hero. I wouldn't even call this man a hero. We're really reaching here.
I'm going hero.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
It wasn't like they were like the chip readers down and they crumbled and we're like, my God, what are we going to do? We can't eat today.
Yeah.
I mean, the girls were well prepared, it sounds like, to be like, all right, we'll head over to
Taco John.
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
This is real loose. In fact, I questioned this man. Do we have his name or anything? Because it sounds to me like he was like, hey, time to impress the ladies.
He didn't want to be identified.
Of course not, because his wife will be like, the hell are you giving them?
You're giving teenagers cash.
Hot teenage girls cash. Tacos on me today, ladies.
They're calling him the Wichita Taco Hero.
Yeah, this is loose. I raise a big flag on this.
The restaurant is called TJ's, and they only got out of him his first name, which is Jared. And he said, take $100.
Oh, I know a pervy Jared.
They can't do, he's in jail. They can't do a lot of business if your card reader's down in today's world.
Well, it happens.
It was down for a few hours, I guess. I don't know. And you know the game.
Oh, God. And it is the worst.
If
of
the card
course it
reader's
is.
down.
Yeah, when that happens, because you really are scrambling. People get mad and you're like, I am so sorry.
This is not quite the same, but I am so modern spoiled with Apple Pay that if I'm buying something online, like I recently bought a Minnesota Vikings shirt, and I get upset if Apple Pay isn't an option. To just click that and be done with it.
I do like that.
It is amazing.
It's so easy.
He just looks at your face and goes, all right.
Yeah,
it's paid
you're
for.
you.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty nice. It is. And I have forgotten my wallet a couple of times in stores and used Apple Pay. I don't generally, but it's easy. I mean, it works.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is slightly different.
This is the hero, the hero in question.
This is his voice?
His voice, along with the teens' voices, thanking him for what he did.
The cell system went down, so we were only taking cash.
So I was really bummed. I was like, no.
Felt like they should come on in and have some tacos, so I followed him out, gave him a $100 bill. And
I was like, no way. And then he said, yes, dinner is on me tonight. And I was like, thank you so much. I said, here, we have $20 cash. You have Venmo. I can Venmo you. And he was like, no, don't even worry about it.
We just wanted to thank him, really, because I think he deserves it. Even though he probably wasn't intending for this to have the impact that it did.
if I had the chance to do it over again, I'd do it over again 100% of the time every day.
My heart just grew 3 sizes.
You can't Venmo me. I can't have any official. My wife watches all my Venmos, so she'll know.
Now, whatever you do, don't use the clip from the news where they said, I followed these teenage girls out to the parking lot.
He did follow them to the parking lot. They did.
You won't go hungry today, ladies.
They were walking out being like,
Tacos on me.
We're bummed. We don't have any cash. So he followed them out to their car and held a $100 bill out for them, giving it to them.
Meanwhile, the homeless guy in the corner's like, do you think I get a job?
That's a hero.
Right.
That's a hero.
This is
How
the
badly
worst.
do you want these tacos,
He
ladies?
just gave.
In the history of heroes and zeros, I'm ready to move one man from hero right to zero.
Absolutely not. He gave $100. Now, TJ's, the taco restaurant, has given him free tacos for a year. They loaded up a card for him.
Biggie, careful.
No, this is the worst. I've heard some bad stories this year. This is maybe the worst.
That's a hero. Mm-hmm. When a machine goes down, this man steps in with cash and gave it to them in the parking lot.
Finally, being a pervert pays off.
I follow these girls all over town. Arby's, Wendy's.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, a chip reader down.
Card reader's finally down.
Now I get free tacos for a year.
Here's your zero. It's a foreign zero from Italy. He's not been identified. 70-year-old man has been paid about $1.6 million American since he was 17 years old because He has a disability. He's blind and was blinded on his job when he was 17. That was 53 years ago. So over time, he has been paid the equivalent of $1.6 million American disability. And whatever happened at work, the issue was he gets paid from it. Well, now, after 53 years, they've seen him shopping for groceries, making the correct change, driving, and somebody said, that guy ain't blind. And he had been literally faking it for 53 years.
Whoa.
53 years. Now they're trying to get back at least the equivalent of $200,000 from the last 10 years that he's been paid.
Does he have it, or has he spent it?
I bet he spent it. And they did not identify him either. The investigation continues. They've seen him gardening, shopping, inspecting produce at the grocery store, driving.
He got too loose with it.
He did.
Yeah.
After 53 years, I think you think, well, I've gotten away with this now.
Yeah.
He literally faked blindness that whole time. To commit to something like that, wow. Who is it? Stevie Wonder, they say, is so, like, he'll do things.
Well, everyone has a story. Like, all these
him.
Celebrities have stories of...
Yeah.
I think Shaq has maybe the most famous one where he got in an elevator with him and
That's right.
punched the button.
That's right. Well, this guy really wasn't blind. One of the people that ensure that he gets the money got suspicious, so they started following him around. They hired private investigators to follow him around, and they're like, this guy ain't blind. And they have proven that now, that he is not blind. So they can only claw back what they think is like the last 10 years worth, but still, that's quite a ruse to pull on somebody for all that time.
Yeah.
That's a zero. The first gentleman was a hero. He followed lowly teens to a parking lot and gave them $100.
No, we'll just go to Wendy's.
That's a
No, you won't.
that's a
You'll
hero.
eat with me.
We have a teenage hero here. A waitress in Louisiana did the Heimlich maneuver on a customer and saved his life. Her name is Madison Briles. She's still in high school. That's the second time she's done the Heimlich and saved a person's life in her restaurant.
I rushed over to him and I gave him the Heimlich remover. And then right after that, I pat his back and went to the back and finished my shift. I was never really properly taught. The first time I did the Heimlich remover was when my dad was choking, and he kind of walked me through it. I kind of just put that into action last Wednesday night.
No formal training on that.
She actually called it the Heimlich remover.
Yeah.
She did a Heimlich remover on
Now, that's a hero.
Truly it is.
That's a hero. That's
How many people in the United States? What, 300 mil?
Yep.
Something like that?
Roughly, yeah.
How many times do you think someone needs and is saved by a Heimlich maneuver every day?
Ooh.
Quite a few, don't you think?
One in every state?
At least.
Think 100?
I do.
We're eating that much, we're choking.
Yeah.
I think it's sadly, I think a lot of kids with hot dogs and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I think about choking a lot as an adult who lives alone. Because who am I going to call?
I know. There's an episode of 6 Feet Under. That great show. It always started with a death. And the woman was sitting. I mean, you never know where it's going to go. It starts with somebody somewhere, and then they follow their funeral. That's what 6 Feet Under was. And she was sitting there eating whatever for lunch, and she started choking, and that's how she died. And I'm with you. When you're alone, you have to bend over a chair. They teach that in school, how to do it. But boy, that you got to do it to yourself. You get desperate. I know you'd have to. Recently, we've talked about people choking. That kid was on the trampoline eating a piece of candy, and his sister saved him. I'll bet you it's at least one in every state every day.
You think so? That many?
I do.
I do too.
I'm with you.
We're choking that much. I mean,
I do.
I didn't think about children.
Yeah.
Because kids, they don't have
Yeah.
the same wherewithal.
And we hear these stories, but I mean, most of them probably just happen. You never hear about it.
Well, and then our pediatrician, when our son was really young, when we started introducing him to real foods, like human foods, people food, I shouldn't say people, adult food. He always ate people food, not
Out of a bowl.
Yeah. But he said if you give him a hot dog, make sure you basically just chop it up, because that is the perfect size to get stuck.
Oh, it's a lethal weapon, yeah.
It is. And the other one, I think I've said this before, when kids are really small, he said never let them bite on a balloon, because that balloon, as soon as if they pop it, it will get sucked right into their throat, and there's really nothing you can do. At that point, it won't come up even with the Heimlich maneuver, because it's like coating the windpipe.
The only time it happens to me, and it hasn't happened in years, is when my when I eat nuts, cashews, I'll get I take the jar, pour out a handful into my palm of my hand, and then toss it back. And sometimes one will go just the right trajectory and get caught back in the back. And then I'm like, well, that's a little stuck. So then you have to do the hawk to
What a
it.
terrible feeling.
It is. Choking is something you forget about, truly, till it starts to happen. And then you're like, oh, God.
I'm more, I eat a lot of almond butter. And sometimes...
You don't eat solids anymore, do you?
No.
Well, that eventually will just slide down, right?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not really choking, but if I get too much almond butter in there, then it's like you're trying to force it down your esophagus. And that's a bad feeling, too.
This giant globule.
Exactly. And then I have to chase it with a ginger beer.
What a life.
Boy, we're in a no judgment zone, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
For your sake.
I was trying to judge Biggie earlier. We're in a no judgment zone. He taught me that. That's not what we're doing today. And I should correct myself. It's a ginger beer zero. I won't have any sugar.
It's worse than you thought.
Stacy,
never mind. I'll just choke.
You're talking about choking while alone, Stacy. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning. P1 from Myrtle Beach.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We love you guys here.
Thank you.
So my parents, neighbors, my parents were neighbors to this older couple that redecorated and their pool house and made it into an apartment for their daughter who had just gotten divorced. So she moved into her parents' pool house, and the first night she was there, they all went out for dinner and so forth. Well, they brought home leftovers, and their daughter got up in her pool house in the middle of the night, like you do, and she wandered to the refrigerator and took a bite of leftover steak that she had, and she choked on it and passed away that night. They found her the next morning.
Oh my God!
It was terrible. It was so sad because her parents were just there in their house, and they had redone the whole pool house for her, and she got up in the middle of the night and just took a bite of leftover steak, like we've all done.
Yeah.
And she just she choked on it, and they found her the next morning because she hadn't come out, and it was terrible. It was really bad. But
that's a nightmare.
Choked by herself.
That
Poor
gives,
family.
What a feeling in the pit of my stomach. That's so awful. Man. Well, thank you for the story, Stacey.
I think
awful.
steak is probably up there when it comes to causing choking.
Yeah.
Because we don't take small enough bites.
Yep, you're right. I should warn my children about these things. Steak, chicken nuggets, probably. I mean, you're dogging those things.
You ever choke with your CPAP on?
No, I don't think I've.
Well, you don't have full face like I do.
Yeah, I'm not a full face.
I got overconfident.
Your nose only.
I'm nose only.
I got overconfident one night with my old CPAP. I'd had this thing now for a decade, so
You do get kind of fast and loose with them.
yeah. So
Now, what does that mean? Aren't you immobilized in bed?
No, but you could still I needed a drink of water, so I didn't want to stop the machine, take my mask off, do the whole thing.
Dang.
So I just took the bottle and kind of slid it under where my lips were, but I swallowed it wrong, and then the next thing I know, I'm choking, so I'm spewing water into my CPAP mask.
I know that.
And now I'm trying to get the mask off of me, and I'm
It's like the hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
Now your sub is sinking.
Very much. That's right.
You can't have water in that environment.
No. I've sneezed in the CPAP. But it's made to do that. It has little holes. So it's made
To eject the air?
Yeah, to eject because you breathe
Not
out.
solids, of course.
No, you breathe in and out. In mine, I'm nasal only, so you breathe in and out right there through your nose. And when you sneeze, it's just a mess. It's like, what are you supposed to do? And then you've got a moist CPAP machine.
I'm going to.
It's the struggle.
I know the answer to the question. I was going to say, do you clean it out? I know the answer. The answer is no.
It's private. I gotta go right back.
I know the answer before the question escaped my lips.
Lisa, you're talking about choking now. Go ahead.
Yes, about a year ago, my cousin was at Taco Bell in the drive-thru down in eastern North Carolina, and she choked in the car on a taco from Taco Bell and passed away. They called 911. 911 couldn't get there fast enough. Her boyfriend didn't know the Heimlich.
Oh, my
and
God.
died from Taco Bell.
These are nightmare stories.
These are awful. Two terrible stories. I'm so sorry that happened.
We are choking way more than I thought, I guess.
I guess that's right. Well, you asked, and that was a good question. But thank you, Lisa. The Heimlich, though, it seems like almost, I don't know how people don't know the Heimlich, because I've seen it, like we were taught it in school.
We weren't.
Oh, you weren't?
It didn't exist.
But don't you think you could do the Heimlich even without really knowing the Heimlich? Like
you grab somebody from behind and
push up,
push toward you.
Like I've not done it in 40 years, but I feel like if you get your fist below their ribs and push in and up really violently, it will work. I would think you'd try it. Even if you're not trained on it, you try it. Susan is talking about choking as well. Susan, go ahead. Susan, are you there?
Oh, Susan.
Susan? Should I hear her? Is her name Susan?
I can hear. Yeah, name's Susan.
Susan? Okay, we'll have to put you. We'll try back later with you. Adam, you're talking about, this case, a CPAP machine. Go ahead.
Hey, guys, P2 here because P1's broken, but yeah.
All right, yep.
One night after drinking a little too heavy, I passed out, CPAP on, and I woke up with a face full of vomit, just struggling to rip that mask off my face.
Oh, vomiting with CPAP. I've never done that.
Blackout drunk, but remember to put the mask on.
Yeah. Well, that's like you're doing that. It's like muscle memory. Oh, it had to be awful. Are you full face or nose only?
Full face.
Yeah. To throw up like that, you're full face.
Yeah.
Golly.
That's so un-rock and roll.
I'm sorry.
Think of all the great rock greats who choked on their own vomit.
Yeah.
They're not telling that story, are they?
No.
It's not on Axl Rose.
Now they are.
Yeah.
Vince Neil's doing it.
Yeah. Vince Neil. Yeah, I vomited in my own mouth. Why? The CPAP machine.
Yeah.
That's what got me. Tony, you're talking about the Heimlich. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was at a birthday party from an ex's grandmother. She was like 95. We're down in Greenville at some southern restaurant eating shrimp and grits, and she choked on something, and nobody really noticed what was going on. I jumped up and just did what I was taught, like you said, in school.
Yeah.
And it works remarkably well. It doesn't take much. I thought I'd broken her because she weighed like 100 pounds, but it came right up. And her gastrointestinal, whatever, doctor's son, like, jumped up after I did, like acting like he was a doctor, and I'm not a doctor, so I just took care of it. But, yeah, it works. It's very easy to do.
I love it. You're a hero.
That's a hero.
Then this guy comes, I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Where were you 2 minutes ago, man? I just saved him. Good job, Tony. Well done. You are a hero. Sometimes they say you'll break a rib if you do it right.
Well, that's CPR.
I think Heimlich, too. I know CPR.
You're not supposed to, I thought it was supposed to be below.
Well, it's below. It's in and up.
It's the muscle.
Yeah, it's in and up. You're right. Maybe they don't. Maybe you don't. But it's it does work. I mean, obviously, it saved a lot of lives. Dan, you're talking about the Heimlich as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've actually had it done on me when I was, and by the way, it does hurt like heck, and you are sore. It does break ribs. But, yeah, I was on a school trip, and when I was in 6th grade, and I started choking, and I remember to this day, this teacher was serving some food, and you instantly do your I'm choking type of, maneuver, and I hit his arm, and he turned around and yelled at me, and I put my hands to my throat, and he just turned me around and did the Heimlich maneuver, and I'm here today. So happy story about that.
Yeah,
that is. Do you remember what you were eating?
A steak.
Yeah, man, steak, hot dogs. He's a hero.
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits. Shrimp.
All delicious.
Shrimp is something. Yeah, that will choke.
I haven't had shrimp and grits in a while.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.
It's a real treat when you do have it, when it's done right.
The other thing is, like he was saying, I think people don't realize, and the previous caller who had saved the older lady, there's no sound being made. You can't yell.
You can't say,
choking.
I need help.
No, so you have to
That's why they tell you to do the choking
maneuver. Yeah. I think if I were to dinner, I'd do that. I'd go,
oh, you have some thoughts you want to share with the group?
Oh, he always makes it about him.
He's saying, I didn't have any of the appetizers. Don't charge me for the artichoke dip.
Elijah, one more quick note on the Heimlich maneuver. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's actually funny you said P1, by the way. It's actually funny you say that you bang on the table. When I was younger, my brother choked on a mozzarella stick at Carrabba's, and he banged on the table. My mom pretty much immediately knew it was happening. She was is a nurse, and so she gave him the Heimlich, and everything turned out all right. But, yeah, right there in the Johnny Carrabba's.
Ooh, and that's a soft food.
Yeah, mozzarella stick, you wouldn't think.
No,
but it can happen.
One time I choked. That's what I choked on.
On a mozzarella stick.
In a bowling alley in the 80s.
What a life. I love that, too. Good for you.
Yeah, the lady that ran the counter had to run from behind and save me.
Did she do the Heimlich?
No, she just reached
Hit
in
him with a bowling ball.
She reached out, pulled it out of my throat, then drugged me out to the main alley screaming, "Whose kid is this? He almost died." My parents are like, "What did you do?"
What a moment. She reached her nasty bowling alley fingers into your...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she had
the shoe fingers.
I'm sure she had to stub out her cigarette.
They call her shoe finger. She puts her hook of my finger down.
I'll never forget being drugged by the back of my shirt out of the snack bar and her going, "Whose kid is this?"
I had no idea. Biggie. That was a great Heroes and Zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I barely got through half the darn thing. I had more Heroes and Zeros. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Man, that's too good. That was good.